All right, so Rob's Ride Shop here, working on a KX85, and I thought I'd go through the process real quick with you guys as far as when you buy a set of these wheels, what it comes with, and the process to install the wheels on the bike. So here we have everything that comes with the wheel set. You'll notice it comes with two 12-inch wheels. Front wheel is right here. Comes with the seals, bearings, and any sleeves needed. This is a 2.5 front rim. So this is a little wider than the standard spoked wheel setup. And then here we have the rear wheel setup. Comes with all the nuts, the bolts, and everything you need to install this setup. We have for the KX85, we've got a 220 front rotor, a 180 rear rotor. We have the spacers that these are for the front wheel, and these are the rear spacers. You'll also notice we include these brake pads. You have to cut down the brake pads so it covers, it clears the hub on the rear brake. You'll notice though when I install it, I'll show you, but it doesn't go past here on the brake pad or on the brake rotor anyway, so it's not like it's a problem. Then on this bike we put a 43 rear sprocket, so we've got that 43 rear sprocket as well. Also included with your wheels will come two valve stems. These are 90-degree valve stems, and so we'll install these on the wheels before we do the tires. So this is the rear wheel here, and this is the disc side of the brake, or the disc brake for the rear wheel. Put Loctite on every one. Flip it over. On this side we have the sprocket. On this bike, KX85, we decided to go ahead and go with the 43 tooth sprocket. Same thing, Loctite the nuts. Sprocket on. So on these rear brakes, these original pads are not going to fit. The caliper's too close to the center of the wheel, and these will stop the hub from seating properly with the axle. So included with the kit is this set of brake pads. You really only need the inside pad, but we'll replace both just so you have a fresh set.
Now the thing to remember is the chain's gonna have to be cut, so I'm not gonna even bother putting the chain on right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and start fitting this in. And sometimes you may have to fit this caliper on with the wheel off a bit. You can see what I'm talking about in here. You can see where the brake pad is, and you can see that the rotor itself, most of the contact patch of the rotor is up to about here. So it's not like you're losing a whole lot by that pad being cut down, and it doesn't affect anything. It just gives us space so we're not running into the side of the hub. All right, so here we have the front wheel. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the bolts for the rotor. And when I put these on, I'm not gonna tighten them up all the way, simply because putting the caliper on with these 12-inch wheels, when you've got a bigger rotor, they're a little tough to get on. Alright, so as I said, I'm going to leave this loose to get the caliper on. This comes with your front spacers. One side's a little thicker than the other. Okay, and this is a sleeve that's made specifically for the axles on these, some of these bikes, the KX85, KX65. The axle bolt is smaller than the bearings. Alright, so the longer spacer is going to go on the caliper side. You can see a little bit longer. Let's fit the spacer into the seals. Go ahead and bring it up and slide it in. Let's get the caliper on. Carefully slide this on so we don't scratch the wheel. Get it slid over the rotor, get it in place, put our rotor bolts in, our caliper bolts in. Once our caliper bolts are in, we'll go ahead and tighten down all the rotor bolts.